Yeah, maybe after lunch, you know, you guys can come here and challenge Derek and some ping pong.
No, I don't play that.
Well, Swiss said he was good, right?
Huh?
Are you good? Not bad?
Not bad.
Alright.
Go challenge someone. We have time.
Oh, I probably won.
Oh. Do it. I'll just sit.
Are you pro at it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Go easy on me. Oh, you're so good.
Just give it like a couple hours. Do some high level ping pong.
Don't fall asleep now.
Obviously very, very talented players. Especially Darius. Especially Luswell, who just hit the ceiling. They have maybe diamond, but I'm like challenger, so.
Just like edit it where it's like in a super intense match.
Yes.
Luswell, who's the best? I think Bjorksen's best.
Darius and I, we're pretty good at both, but I feel like I was a bit better. But on the same note, I would say like Björk was on a bit higher level than all of us, so I gotta get better so I can beat Björksen one day. So at Arbeitspau, we first we went to a room and took some pictures, and then we went upstairs, I think, and there was like a fitness room, so you had ping pong, you had weightlifting, you had pool, you had all those really nice stuff, so we started playing and stuff, and then we had like photos later. And at last we were watching a stream on a big monitor where we just like ate and stuff, and then we had some more pictures, and then we saw the new computers we were getting. So that's pretty cool. So when we're not playing League, sometimes we're going out, eating at restaurants. We have a really nice food court, like right a mile away or something, so that's like really nice. We just go to that, and sometimes Reggie takes us out to eat, and it's really nice, and it really puts the mind in another place, and I feel like you have to do that sometimes. Also, when we're not playing games in the gaming room, then we just like play Hearthstone, watch movies, listen to music, watch other streams, and it's like really nice.
Do you max Q or E first?
Shields up! Shield.
And you take Q first?
Stop.
Shields up!
Q, E, and then
Stop.
W the next.
Wow, friendly beast, talk.
Look, I'm using the correct skill damage.
Oh, so strong. That
Dude,
deck
it's
is
so
I
good.
just want to see if it looks good.
Ah, that deck is OP, man. I lost. Soon. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got.
Wait, is this how many stacks you have?
Oh, fuck, I lost.
This one said no many stacks.
Fuck you, lost boy.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck. Wow! Wow! I'm sorry. What the fuck? You just literally fucking did. He had the minecart and he just put a mine in my deck and I drew the next turn. Yeah. And I lost. Really? Yeah. It killed you? Yeah, it killed you. Wow.
Close the
gates.
Close the gates.
I closed the gates.
Bjorksen, you're like Naruto and pull through suffocating.
I didn't watch.
Sasuke's a badass.
I didn't watch Naruto, look.
What the fuck, dude?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Why are you so culturally
They had a
ignorant?
bromance.
Huh?
Yeah, you have a bromance with Paul Butler then.
Oh.
Don't worry, you win in the end.
Which one am I?
Naruto.
Main character? Oh, okay.
But you're white and Paul Butler's Asian.
Interesting.
You know, Naruto was so cool in the beginning and then it just turned to ass.
Oh, I'm Kakashi.
Great, Loco. I'm happy to hear.
I taught you both.
No.
Oh shit, I got Snapchat from the Bay.
Alright, put that in the show, please.
That's looking good.
Show.
What? I showed. You jelly?
You show camera?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. She just wants to be famous, man.
Yo,
You're,
if
good
you're
one.
watching, I still love you. From the bottom of my heart.
Wait, I thought her name was.
Fuck you! Bleep out the names and you can put this, okay? Bleep out the name and you can put this. Oh shit, they're smoking! Catch them on camera!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Bad boys!
Hey, doesn't even give you attack speed, right?
Oh,
Cool, and she's losing to Nar now.
yeah, because he was Gunblade.
Wow, it's so expensive too compared to Bork. It's like 600 gold more.
More damage coming in.
Okay, it's all loco. It's not. I'm
The
just
main
saying
job
it.
of TSM management
Because
is
it's all
to act as a lightning rod so the players don't get hate.
Oh, wow, you're
Oh,
Even
wow.
more unlikable than the players.
great job, Loco.
What a role model.
Taking the hit for the team. What a great guy.
I see a lot of your unconventional picks and your unconventional builds, like the Gunblade on Jax. What inspires you?
Oh my god, Gunblade on Jax? Who thought of it? Holy shit!
So unconventional.
Insane!
This guy build is insane!
He's like, I saw Darius doing it in season 1, and I decided to try it out in the scrim. It seemed really solid.
I thought he was gonna play like Kha'Zix and Cho, but it seems like he's actually playing meta picks.
Using my med school analysis, I analyzed that AP and AD are both good on Jax, and Hexdrinker gives you both AP and AD.
You're getting belt Hexdrinker.
Oh, Hex! Gunblade! Hex and Gunblade!
Hexdrinker
Good job, Loco. You're being the lightning rod you need.
The lightning rod, we all knew you
It's
could
like
be.
all other shit we say is just like overshadowed by Locos.
Keanu Reeves.
As long as Darius doesn't kill another person, I'll still be the most hated.
Oh, I feel so
Oh.
disgusting right now.
Scar came back to life. Wow!
What a role model.
What a great guy. This is why his IQ is so much higher. This is why he didn't drop out of high school.
We have like 4-3
Yeah, that's
fine. You know, the smartest person on our team is Darius.
That's why we lost to Team A.
Darius and Lustboy are the only ones that graduated high school.
Yeah, I got a 2.0. I'm the Einstein of this team.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome inside.
Yes, Dr. Connie Trolls is free now.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요.
Wow! So many presents! This shoe looks like the one I lent you.
신발이라고 이거.
Oh my god. That one looks like the one
You
I
got
lent
the fucking smallest one.
Oh my god.
Wow! Thank you so much. After these 10 years,
What? You guys smell
you got me the Oreo.
Who wrecked you, doctor? What? Close the door.
Wow, look, you got your
Wow.
shitty fucking shoes back.
Wow, this is the best dessert ever. 2 Oreo cookies. And if I don't eat it, it'll spoil, and I'm fucking full.
Eat it, man. You have to.
I'm gonna throw up during the match.
That's good. That's probably not a good idea.
Oh, okay.
Remember that time you threw up before the match and we won?
Throwing up before the match, 100% win.
100%.
That's not something I want to experience.
Hey Darius, this isn't about you, man. It's about the team. We need to win right
Make the
now.
sacrifice. Do it for the team.
Oh, you gotta help me finish it. We should throw up together. If we all throw up together, our chances of winning GOAT by 500%.
He's the smartest person on the team. We have to listen.
This man graduated high school. He knows what he's saying.
Third?
Do you need readers?
Alright. I mean, with Winter Fox, they have really bad mid and late game. Even if they're ahead early, it doesn't really mean much because our mid game got a lot better. So also for bottom lane, like don't feel pressured to do shit because like it's worth really ball tech or anything like that. Shit.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Sprightly crowd for the final game we have here of the day. TSM. See if they can bounce back after their defeat. Both these teams on coming off a loss have that not skilling up Dark Binding.
Flash done.
But he didn't get
Gonna
off in
land.
time.
There's the W. Flashes the knockup, but it's gonna be too little, too late. First blood goes to Bjergsen.
The time and then get the root. That's picked up while Turtle gets exhausted. The rent will not be enough, and Winter Fox fires back.
Everyone's running away from the Callista, but how long can you run when they can chase you like that?
Wow, knockup into Tibbers. Avalon just has nowhere to go. The Ren, 2 more autos will do it, and Wild Turtle gets the kill. Beautiful chase.
Beefy Black Shield just based off ability power. He's not even skilling it.
Forced to flash away though, Lustboy. Oh, the knockback into the team. Is that a dead Annie? Nope, Callista says no thank you. Rengar joins the fray, but down goes Pobelter. Helios also gonna join him in Undeath. Altec forced to run away, 2 for 0 TSM.
Destruction. TSM going for inhibitor number 3.
Belter forced to flash away. Looks like the Nexus will stay alive for now, but TSM go aggressive. Altec, 1 hit from dead. Wild Turtle sure to clean this fight up. Pobelter will be falling, 2 for 0. On to the Nexus TSM goes. I don't see them being stopped here. Winter Fox forced all the way back into their own base. Nexus now available. TSM take care of business in 32.5 minutes. 2-1 start to the season for Team Solo Mid.
Yeah, they made that one look pretty easy for them. Very few missteps by TSM the entire game. Dyrus got caught out once.
I think Pobelter is really good. I think he was actually an equal match for me. We had a really good level 1 setup that did put him behind, and honestly, I think the Morgana pick is just a little bit weird. It's pretty good in lane, but I don't really personally think it scales that well. And I was hoping Pobelter would go for something like Zed, like an actual skill matchup where we could get the 1v1 and see how it would turn out. So I was kind of disappointed that he ended up picking something like Morgana because it's just more of a farm lane rather than him actually like picking a skillful champion. But I think Pobelter is a really good player.
Beating my ultimate heroes, it feels so good. Whenever you beat your ultimate or rival, it feels so good. I don't know why, but that's good.
Were you scared when you got kicked in your own jungle?
No, I even faced it because I knew they couldn't kill me.
I was scared.
You burned flash.
I was scared.
I was not sure. He was like, I'm dead, I think I'm dead. Yeah, because Rengar versed me 500% because Jen shield.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't expect them to do that much.
I was scared when I got ganked up.
It was because I wasn't expecting.
I could have killed him though. Wait, did
you get my lanyard?
heal?
What?
Who someone took mine? No, someone took him.
That's true.
Oh, he took it.
Fan interaction? Fan signings?
Yeah,
So you're loving, adoring fans?
Do we have anything to talk about?
We'll talk when we get to the house.
Okay.
To the house. You guys are staying here.
Oh yeah, well, we have to go to the house and get our gear.
We're gonna practice here?
Yeah.
Oh, well that's a problem. I just canceled your shuttle. Oh, I told your shuttle to come later. I will call them back.
How are you gonna bring a sound like that last time I said
I want to go home and watch all the Noah.
that one? More classes.
Wow, we got the good one. Darius, bring your mouse pad.
How, you're gonna play without a mouse pad?
Oh shit. unfortunate. Yeah, you know, I could just stand at the fountain or stand at my tower all game. I could literally stand at my tower all game and you guys can play 4 and 5. Or the boring part of the team. All the action happens with the other 3.
Yeah.
We just stand around and listen in. And then we have our favorite Korean who makes the random jokes and memes. He knows more American memes than we do, and he's from Korea. I don't have anything else to say.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's a short summary. Oh shit, I dropped my bag.
What?
Dropped my bag.
Come on. Oh, I got mine. Just stick around.
Just waiting for the food now.
The dodo. Oh, I like this side now. Android for the win.
This phone is insane. You go left, and then the schedule's right there. It's like I carry around my own agenda planner like in elementary school.
Do you guys strategize or anything?
No, we just make fun of the team.
Yeah, we actually make fun of them.
Come on, man.
We actually make fun of how bad they are.
And then when we do bad stuff, we're like, oh, we're bad too.
What kind of groupies are you talking about?
Yeah, what kind of groupies are you talking about?
I don't know, you guys would know.
Alright, yep. Lost Boy, what's with all your groupies? Huh?
We went to Korea yesterday. Fangirls? He's from Korea.
You don't know groupies? Yeah. Groupies are fangirls.
Oh.
Yeah. He got like a really nice watch and like sweaters and all this stuff from girls in Korea.
Oh, really? Like super fans? That's
Yeah.
crazy. You guys like K-pop stars.
Just the minor version of it.
Are you a K-pop star, Les?
No.
No.
You may not-
5-time world champion.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, you fucker, you stole my
Lucino.
Alright, let's go up.
Talk and walk, talk and walk.
Walk and talk?
Walk and walk.
Walk and talk. So guys, I really feel energetic after my HTC batteries.
Be checking in periodically to see which way the fans are voting, and that doesn't count Wild Turtle because he's happy no matter what. We're really saying who's going to win this match, in other words.
All right. Let's see here. I always love watching the early Nunu jungles as well, because Nunu jungle gains so much power when you have strong laners. More concerned with trading the turrets.
Good scene though. Dyrus flash ult into Piglet. Does not go for the W just yet.
Missed.
Nice pop on the wall. Dyrus, by the way, has aggro from the Grump. He could go down. He's 2 hits away. Full channel absolute zero doesn't mean. Well, I guess that. Oh, ooh, good flash.
So, TSM with a good catch there, however, unable to execute. All 3 Xerath ultimates missed. Some flashes burned, and Phoenix, ooh, good dodge.
Santorin, true damage. The Black Shield didn't do much of anything. It finally did stop some W. Phoenix cleanses, but he cleansed early. Oh! The flash from Wild Turtle. What a great kill.
All right, here.
Dominate though. Oh, God, special. There's the surprise binding. You were right after all. Santorin goes for the dunk. Special flashes out. Gets the kill. Anyway, Lustboy, I think, flash autoed for that one. He did. Yep, now Phoenix in danger. Wild Turtle. Whoa, man. Knocks back Dominate. Oh. Got a bit of a stun there onto Bjergsen, but not much else gained. Dominant losing a lot of health, but he's a tank, thankfully. A re-engage, they charm Dyrus. A lot of damage, forced to ult himself. Absolute Zero gets broken apart. Zonya's now on Dyrus as well. Piglet has time to deal damage. Quas is a tank, but the binding hits Piglet. Is it going to be enough? Bjergsen with good damage, while Turtle joins the fray. The stun misses thanks to Black Shield. Here comes the snipe. Bjergsen takes down a special. Phoenix running away. Dyrus lands the Q through the minions. Beautiful shot there. That is a 3-for-0 TSM.
More people. Anar and Agena will not kill Dyrus. We talked about
Piglet cannot
people down.
Dodge Wild Turtle. Dominate channels an ultimate. He's still gonna die. 6-0 and 5 on Tristana. Make that 7-0 and 5. Goes down to Phoenix, but you know what? I think TSM can still rise from the ashes of Wild Turtle's death. From start to finish, TSM played that game rather well. They will end the week tied for first place.
Sweet.
today for TSM. A great
HTC, dog!
You guys all tablets.
HTC!
the kill, Wild Turtle.
Go play more League of Legends?
Really?
No, I don't know.
And also
Oh, that's Santorin.
I'm so glad.
Hot guy 6-pack.
We'll be hearing from them in a minute. They're gonna set up. Yeah, the unsung heroes.
Oh yeah, no one died except for you.
I
You're
died
on
at the end.
fantasy league.
Wait,
I went ham at the end.
dude, fuck. We could have perfect score.
Yeah, we could
You're
have.
on my fantasy league. You
sorry,
ruined my point.
That's why you kept self-ulting. Oh, okay, it makes sense now.
Yeah, why would I ult Ari
yeah,
when he
yeah.
has cleanse? Bjergsen was
Dire,
like,
okay, that's
probably why.
Bjergsen was like, did you like? I asked him, can Ari cleanse my ult? He's like, yeah.
asked if she could cleanse it. Oh, of course she
I didn't fucking know that.
Of course.
What am I gonna do? Not ask? I'm a.
Just like keep ulting her. How does she get out of my ulti?
I didn't know that. It's a cleanse. I don't.
That's why other people can cleanse.
The hype. Korean Loco Doco.
Loco is so bad. I support them.
CLG.
You're actually so bad. We scrimmed against Loco when they had Loco, and he was so bad. He was like,
Whoa.
shit.
When I was on Quad Tank, me and Gun just shut on fucking Turtle and X Special. You guys were shit. We fucking shut on
He was the
TSM.
worst main I've ever played against.
So like, it's not like we're going into every single game saying Bjergsen needs to win lane. We need to pick to win lane. That's not what's happening. We're picking matchups that are also even. We're picking matchups where I'm also like, and it sounds like you feel like we need to pick more to losing mid lane because the
that's
the
not
meta
what
is going there.
Just okay.
I agree with.
No, just
What is the
okay,
next
let
champion?
me talk. Dude, let me tell you this. Just from what you said, you definitely didn't get my message from earlier today.
Yeah, I didn't. Because you said like 2 minutes ago that you weren't talking about, but you are. Like,
Okay.
just
No. Okay.
let me talk. Just
Alright.
tell me what you fucking want instead of like fucking around and saying, no, I'm not saying this, I'm not saying that.
I
Like,
want
say what
I
you
want
want.
us to be
'cause-
prepped for when the meta shifts and when people
Yeah,
are ready
and
for
how are we
Dark
prepped?
Knight.
You want me to play? Why didn't we just get to that earlier? I don't know, it seems like we just because we get a lot of priority through mid and we win a lot of early mid game through mid, it's like we just don't want to do it because we do it. It's like we win mid too much, let's pick so we don't do it anymore. That's honestly what it seems like, dude.
But it's not. If that's what you feel like, then
It is. It is what I feel like.
Okay, if that's what you feel like, but that's not where whatever me and analysts are trying to take it.
Alright.
Okay, and also whenever we play stuff without mid priority, or whenever we put you in a situation where you're behind, you get overly emotional about it.
Okay.
Okay, this talk wasn't productive.
It's not productive because I feel like you're not listening to me and you're really set on what you want. And
Okay,
if that's how it's gonna be, then I'll just listen to you. And if it doesn't work, then
I mean, like even this talk right now,
yeah, it's not productive at all.
there's not a correct answer, and
It's really
honestly, I'm really nervous about being wrong because like how well we do in LCS is gonna depend where we take things, you know. So I'm really nervous about being wrong. I talked to Andy, I talked to Charlie, I talked to Parth, I talked to Dylan, I talked to a lot of people, and I looked at other regions. And from the way the other regions are moving, like they were playing with Sandra, they were playing Annie, they were playing Jarvan before Annie like fully caught on. But the way they're moving where Doge champs are constantly being banned and people are playing. And can you at least see that?
I don't see us performing better with not just me. I just don't see our team winning nearly as much.
Okay.
The way those play styles work.
I even like to be completely
And I
honest.
don't see them being superior to the other comps. Alright.
Oh my god, I don't know.
Dude,
like,
I'm just gonna do what you say. Like, I
Isn't
feel
that
like
what
this
you've
is
been
really
doing?
pointless. Huh?
Isn't that what the team has been doing for the last 2 weeks?
Somewhat.
Wait,
I feel like when we started scrimming, you were really wrong on picks. Like when we just started scrimming before LCS, you were really wrong on picks and pick strength. And I led a lot of picks and said, well, we should be first picking stuff like Lissandra.
I definitely was not against Lissandra.
You weren't against Lissandra, but I don't think the way you were looking at picks were right. And
which
I feel
one?
like the team put a lot of input in how we should pick. That's
Okay.
how we ended up in these last 2 weeks. Yes, you did a lot, but judging ping strength and judging how we should be picking in scrims, I think the team molded that.
Alright, I have definitely called Annie, I definitely called Jarvan. Okay, if you feel that way, tell me which one.
But, like, it's not like you called Jarvan. Like, Centauran said Jarvan was good too.
Yeah, okay, then tell me, I mean, okay, Jarvan...
Lost Boys wanted to play Annie for months.
I actually suggested Annie for, oh my fucking god. Okay, I suggested Annie...
This conversation is pointless. I'm gonna stop. I'm actually just gonna stop. I really am.
You guys should relax, and then we should come to the subject another time.
I don't think we should talk about it. I think we should just do what look at once.
It's not always about like one person. It's about a team.
Yeah.
And I feel like we should get down solid points and just like go by person by person. So I've had a lot of experience with the friend coach thing, and even with Reggie it was friend, coach, and boss. And multiple things. So I've already had much experience with that. I don't really get into much arguments unless I absolutely think that I'm right, and when I absolutely think that I'm right, that means that it's already gone too far. And that's never really happened yet. I've always looked at, you know, both sides of the argument, and I'm like, all right, this makes sense, you know, your way can work, I can try this. And if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna keep on talking about it in a mature manner. When it's not game time, he's our friend / coach, but when it is game time, and when he does say things, I take it just as seriously as anyone else. You guys are putting in a situation to, no matter who's right, you will both be like, I told you so. It isn't even like a mutual understanding or a mutual agreement.
Yeah, it's
like,
not productive, I agree.
It's a kind of thing that no matter what happens, it's always gonna end up negative. That's how it feels like right now.
Yeah.
And it's really, really unhealthy.
But it should also be a team talk, not just two people talking.
Right.
That's a part of why we're never getting to a conclusion.
That's why I'm bringing up, like, if we can go by person on, like, small parts of the subject.
Alright.
Because it's really...
Lost turtle, here, get off. Let's talk.
Because it's really, actually really important that we get through this. It's not going to fix itself if we all go and walk away and then just be really, really salty at each other.
What's going on? How's scrims going?
Can you join in on this too?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Okay, we're talking about picks.
We were talking about like changing picks.
Okay, so how changing what picks?
It's the biggest, like, the argument is, do we focus on now, or do we, put in time for later too? Because if it's just about this week and the week after that, and then for next week, and then if it's just about that week and the week after that.
You focus on what's up right now and you adapt as you go. There's gonna be a patch every 2 weeks to 3 weeks. You play what you're strongest at right now and you adapt as you go. Like every single world so far, there's always been this really big patch. Like for example, season 3. They fucking buffed Triforce and made Corki hella OP. And
Okay, so a good example would be, last play we were really good at playing mid-priority, right? Mm-hmm. And then we played mid-priority, and then by the time we got to Worlds, that was our style, and that was the only style we knew how to play. And then when we went against teams like White, who knew how to give up mid-priority and flank with Rumble, flank with Rengar, play stuff like
that wasn't why we lost.
Okay.
Oh, you're comparing White to every single team lane. White would have stomped anyone anyways.
Okay.
The reason why we did bad at Worlds was because we never ever played 2v1 ever, and we didn't plan level 1s out. And then also when we lost to freaking Royal, we let them get Rengar, and we didn't know how to play against Rengar. And the game we lost against SK, our picks were bad, really, really bad. And the game before that was we didn't pick up the Yasuo comp when we could have last with Yasuo. We picked like, I forgot. Yeah, we picked Syndra. Like, we didn't have a freaking engage comp and they outpoked us. That's why we lost Worlds. I remember every single game where we lost Worlds.
Okay, what does Turtle think?
I already said we should try what we're doing in scrims, and if we're still winning, then it's fine. And if we start losing with what we're playing, then we should change something, of course.
It's not like we don't.
Darius, what does Darius and Leslie think? Leslie, what do you think?
Let me try.
What?
Let me try.
Motherfucker. What do you think? Don't be afraid to mess up. I think that one of the biggest things that really stop teams from improving is them being scared of, experimenting. The second thing is being afraid to mess up. I don't want anyone on this team to ever be afraid that they're gonna lose their jobs because they messed up at LCS. Like, that's never, all of our replacements, everyone else on this team has always been about fucking attitude. Like, every single player that got benched, it's always been about their attitude and their mindset and their dedication. So literally just focus on pushing it to the limit. Like, we're not here to fucking win at hey guys, we're here to do well at Worlds, So like, it's important to like look ahead, but get really good at the basics and then try to figure out what the next best step is.
When it comes to like the game, we have to come in a serious manner. Even though he's a friend and he's pretty cool to hang around with, we just have to take everything seriously when it comes to practice. Like, I treat everyone differently. We basically, when it comes to practice, we treat each other as like workers, and we're just going for the same goal. We're not really, I guess, strictly friends during that time, but we are really close with each other, like outside of the game when we're just having dinner. Like, we like to joke around and stuff, but when it comes to the game, I think we're all pretty serious. Like, even me, and I used to be kind of troll.
Oh my god, the argument was pretty, it was pretty stupid. The argument should have been basic. It was about how we're a very mid-priority focused team, very dependent on Bjergsen to do well, and I want us to move away from that and be able to play other styles. And like, no one was disagreeing about that, but the argument was, are we investing too much time into the future if you play different comps, like even on the regular practice days? And it just got out of hand, and it was emotional, it was pretty dumb. Most of the time, like, I don't have to deal with arguments where I'm one of the person in the argument. It's mostly like, as a coach, I shouldn't be the one arguing with players, but it turned out that way. And when people get emotional at me or immature at me, like, I usually deal with it well, but when multiple players were being immature or irrational, like, it got to me, and I guess I was being pretty immature and irrational too. It was just a stupid argument. I mean, it affected practice for the last 2 days, but we're over it now, and we're gonna put in the full work. We should be fine.
I think the argument itself was healthy if we could just discuss it in a healthy way. Honestly, I was being really childish, and Loco was being really childish about it. No one else really spoke up, which could have helped the situation, but we should have been able to catch ourselves and calm down. It's just when emotions get into play, we all want to win, we all care about this team, so when there's a big decision to make, like what kind of play styles we're going to look to play in the next week or in the next coming weeks, it's a big decision, and that's why we got so emotional about it. But we could have handled it a lot better, and I think that the relationship between a coach and a player should be, they both have mutual respects. They respect each other's opinion. The coach should also respect the player's opinion because he does play the game a lot. But then again, you need to trust that the coach has enough knowledge through talking to our analysts, watching other regions, watching our game from an outside perspective, that he can also make the decision himself.
I think as a coach, right, you have to be very open to the players' opinions, and you have to be really receptive. I think that specifically for our team, the coach shouldn't be someone that decides on everything and it's just the way it is. It's really important that Loco listens to everyone's feedback and then makes a decision on its own with everyone's feedback into it, right? Because picking champions is beyond just what's the best. It's also about what the player is best at as well. So I think that, Loco's trying to find the balance of what his role should be. But overall, he's done a fantastic job. The players are doing a good job too. I think that because everyone's pretty new to the environment still, we're all trying to get used to it and trying to figure out how we should do our jobs better, because esports, coaching for League of Legends is all new to everyone. And so they're just trying to figure out what their role is and how to improve on it.